Hey, this is Michael Emery. Thanks for tuning into the Slow Baja. This podcast is powered by Tequila Fortaleza, handmade in small batches, and hands down, my favorite tequila. Hey, I want to tell you about your new must-have accessory for your next Baja trip. Benchmark Maps has released a beautiful, beautiful Baja California road and recreation atlas. It's a 72-page large format book of detailed maps and recreation guides that makes the perfect planning tool for exploring Baja. Pick yours up at benchmarkmaps.com. Yes. Well, we should go around and just say hello so I can hear everybody's microphones.
Okay.
Claudia, yeah?
Hello.
Mas.
Hello.
My name is.
Tell me your
Tell them
name.
that you're going to get married, that you're in love. I mean, the whole thing, that you came back from the United States to marry the man of your life.
My life.
The love
of my
They
life.
need to hear you, not me.
Yes, I know. Hello. This is
Okay.
Claudia.
And
Claudia.
your last name? You don't need to
Claudia
name.
Cárdenas.
Just
Just
Okay.
sit back.
just relax.
Claudia.
Tranquila.
Tranquila.
Okay, so that's your voice, Claudia.
Claudia Cárdenas.
Cardenas. Okay. Mara, say hello.
Mara, hi. This is Mara Bello, not Bello, Bello.
Bello.
I'm from Los Cabos. I'm Tru Miller's assistant, personal assistant.
Bien. Tru, say hello. Beautiful.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Tru Miller, and I live in Adobe Guadalupe, and I am here with two of my best workers ever.
Fabulous. Hey, it's Michael Emery. It's Slow Baja on a beautiful Monday in the Valle de Guadalupe, and we're having a travel talk update on how my dear friend Tru Miller and Adobe Guadalupe, your beautiful vineyard and inn, how it survived this crazy last year, how you are. We've had a lovely night. She's hosted us after 500 miles of bouncing dirt roads in Baja. We needed a good meal and a warm hug, and we got both last night. Had a really lovely dinner. A couple joined us. Shout out to Robert and Angela from, as they say, Tuscandito, our new friends from Escondido, who are here having a lovely dinner, drinking some fabulous wine. And so we're just going to talk. We've got some guests, Claudia and Mara, and we're going to talk about the Valle and how you can experience this magnificent place that I just experienced with my good buddy Ted, the Baja visitor. So Claudia, say hello.
Hi, yes, Michael. I work in the reception office. I run here the reservations of the Adobe Guadalupe. And, I would like to invite people from all the world to come and visit us.
So you're the first point of contact when people want to come.
Yes, and we have our website, and also by mail or by phone, they can come and make a reservation
People
with
actually answer the phone here.
us. Yes,
It's
all
amazing.
the time.
We still do that.
It's
We still do
old-fashioned.
that, Yes.
There's some beautiful old-fashionedness here that, people do answer the phone. Tru said it this morning at breakfast. Okay, make sure you're on the phones, or you're on the phones, or you're on the phones. So Mara, you are in the wine side.
Yes, I've been working here for Adobe for almost 4 years. I know the brand and the wines very well. I know Mrs. Miller's, of course. And right now we do all these VIP wine tastings. We take care of the special groups that come and visit us. Well, you don't need to be special to come and drink a good wine here. So
Life is too short for bad wine.
Exactly. Exactly. So if you like to ever experience to be in our beautiful cava and our beautiful wine cellar, please give us a call. And
you can let's just jump into it. You can handle from a couple just driving down to a group of, Tru said 40.
40, yeah.
That's an amazing array of offerings. I mean, that's 40 people, and this space you'd have to be on your game.
Yeah,
She's smiling. Mara's smiling. I'm sorry,
There
you
are
can't see
very
it.
few people who can do. I've been in this business a long time. There are very few people who can do this. keep it interesting for 40 people. And you have to realize in those 40 people, there might be a few that have no idea about wine to somebody who really knows a lot. So you need to be very versatile. And she is. And I'm just amazed because I certainly couldn't do it. And to keep 40 people happy on different levels is very difficult. And I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Well, Tru, that's beautifully spoken. Let's get right into, it's been a tough year. It's been a tough year all over the world. All over the world.
Yes,
the
it
Valle
has.
still looks beautiful. The sun is still shining. The birds are still chirping. Your stunning horses are still in the field. It's harvest time. Dinner was beautiful. Breakfast was beautiful. You're beautiful. So let's get into it. How have you fared?
You know, times were tough. Times were tough, but we knew it was only for a certain time, and we just believed that. And then when the authorities were telling us, oh, another 6 months, we kept thinking, okay, another 6 months, we can do this. And if we had known in the beginning that it was 4 months, 6 months, and another 6 months, maybe we would have been very sad. But this way, we kept saying, we can do this, we got this. And now we're really open, and I don't know for how long, because we've been open before, where the government came in again and said sorry, and then we have 6 rooms. Then we could start with 3 rooms, and then 4, 5, 6, and then we had to close again. So it was a little bit difficult because we had to tell people who had reservations that they had to wait and wait till maybe next year. And but we did very well because nobody got sick. We all had the masks on. We're taking care of our hands, I don't know, 3,
Hand
4, 5,
sanitizer,
6,
yes.
20 times a day.
There are hand sanitizing stations everywhere here.
Everywhere,
Yes.
everywhere. And we did not have one person who picked up the COVID here, and we were very proud about that. I think we did so well because everybody was with us. We had one woman from the food truck in charge of all of us, and she's very tough. But most of all, it's our building. We have so many doors, and we're in the middle of nowhere. We can open this up, in 3 minutes, and it's just the wind from the ocean coming in, and that with the distances. We have big rooms, and we have different tables for different activities, and I think all these little things together made it possible for us to not have not one COVID person.
And I think the approach that you took to this was obviously coming from your generous soul, but you kept your staff on. You reduced them 1 day a week. You worked with them to find a way for it to work for you as the employer. But if they couldn't live without that day of pay, you found something for them to do. If they absolutely positively needed that level of income, you figured something out. They could work in the field. They may not be the same.
It was pretty much working in the field, and when they knew that, they'd rather not work that one day.
But you kept them on.
I kept them on. I kept everybody. We didn't lose anybody. And in the beginning, when we spoke about maybe you can give us 1 day, people were not that happy. But a month later, when they realized that people around us were being let go, they realized, and one by one came back and said, Senora, we were not that happy with the solution that you had, but now we're really very impressed with what you did. So it worked well. And everything we went through with this COVID made us closer and made us
Stronger.
Stronger, exactly right,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure. Hey, do you wish you had joined us on the Nora 500? Well, here's your chance. It's double the mileage, double the fun, double the parties, double the dirt. It is the Nora Mexican 1000. We're going to drive by day. We're going to party by night. I'm pouring shots of Fortaleza tequila. April 30th through May 6th, 2022. We're driving the entire peninsula. You don't want to miss out on this one. Again, if I can do it in my 1971 Toyota Land Cruiser, totally stock, you can do it in any modern 4x4. The Nora Mexican 1000 is the happiest race on earth. Check it out at nora.com, Norra.com, or on Slow Baja. Here at Slow Baja, we can't wait to drive our old Land Cruiser south of the border. And when we go, we'll be going with Baja Bound Insurance. Their website's fast and easy to use. Check them out at bajabound.com. That's bajabound.com, serving Mexico travelers since 1994. Well, back onto the task at hand here, sitting at a table full of ladies who know their business. Back to now that the Valle is open and safe, and you can be distant here but still social, I think is the important message. It's beautiful. We had a beautiful dinner, but the couple we were talking with, they were 6+ feet away from us at their table, and we were at our table, and it was quite safe and lovely. Back to you, Claudia. So, process of finding out about Adobe Guadalupe Vineyard and Inn is first step is on the internet, and you're at Facebook, Instagram, and what's the website?
The website is www.adobeguadalupe.com.
Okay.
That's our website, and also in Facebook is Adobe Guadalupe. Instagram is the same.
Yep. So it'll be on the show notes and your regular posters, so it's easy to find. Up to 6 rooms.
Yes, we have 6 rooms. All there's the same. They have a queen size bed. It is include taxes, also a bottle of wine, white wine in the room, and a breakfast is served 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning, and VIP wine tasting in the cellar.
So the breakfast this is my second breakfast here, and the breakfast is so lovely. I mean, even again in the times that we're living in, you're in a beautiful long table in a huge, warm, welcoming kitchen, and the ladies, tell me their names. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on them, but the ladies who are in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Are magnificent.
Yes.
Magnificent.
It is. You feel like you're in home.
Yes.
And everything is fresh. Yes.
Yeah. And then back to the wines. Mara, what makes Adobe Guadalupe special?
Oh, the story behind it.
The love.
Yeah, the love, the warmth, every time that you drink the wine, and if you hear what the people is guiding you through the whole wine tasting, then you can find yourself in a magical place. So if you drink it elsewhere, but in here, then you can also feel the warmth and the passion that's behind each of the wines that you experience, or if you take home or whatever. So it's everything about love, about passion, about warmth, about being home. Yeah, as well as a place. So you cannot see whatever is in here, but you can actually feel because it's transmitted through.
Yeah, to come back to you, Tru, you and your late husband, Donald, you looked at a lot of places around the world before you decided this was going to be the place for your winery.
It was very obvious, though, when we came here. There was no doubt. And there was nothing here, trust me. I mean, I think there was
nothing
one
here.
watermelon somewhere in the middle of nothing. And I knew it was here. And my husband looked at me and he said, well, and I said, it's here. And he says, yes, it's here. It was very, very nice that he did. And of course, he was very, very pleased later that we decided. And it probably was the first place that they showed us in the valley that was for sale. And we bought it.
And how many years ago was that?
About 22.
Yeah, it was in 1926.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in those days, of course, you were what, the 6th winery or something in the Valle?
Exactly, yes.
It wasn't chock-a-block full.
No, and I really didn't, I never thought ever that there would be more than 10 wineries. And I think there are now almost 250.
Yeah.
That's astonishing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's astonishing.
Yes. So I'm really glad that we bought enough land because when you are here, as you were saying, you feel you could be at the end of the world, or you could be, I don't know, France, Spain. And because you really don't feel that there are these 250 wineries around you and bothering you. And so we were actually smart to buy enough hectareas, as they say.
Visionaries.
Yes.
You're visionaries.
Yes.
Well, let's get on to a couple of the other parts of the vision. So weddings are now available, billboard on the highway.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
you can have your wedding event reception here. You shared some beautiful tequila with us last night, and I just want to get into your vision on that. I think is lovely. So can you tell me a little bit about what's behind your idea on tequila? So
Yeah. On tequila, I thought it'd be very interesting to have something else than just red and white wine. And so I love tequila. But it's too strong for me. I can only have a little bit, and I love from different places where tequila comes from. I really have tried it, and it is marvelous. It's something so typical from Mexico that I have no other words for that. But I also think it's a little bit strong in the throat, and I
it
thought
can be a little rough. That's what gives me this
And I
beautiful
thought,
voice,
how
people.
can we change
Dustin
that?
Tequila.
So my friend from the family in where is it
So the Salsa
in
family.
South Sea family in tequila and in tequila, we became friends because of something, and Jaime and I, the owner, and I talked to him about, listen, this is a little bit hard for women, blah blah blah, and then the whole women thing came about, and I think it was his idea or my idea to think of putting his tequila in our barrels, so used barrels. We use our barrels for 2 years, and the wood is from France. We only use French oak, and then we sell the barrels to other people, and usually for a good price. So it's worth it. And then I thought, what if we put your tequila, Jaime, in my in my barrels, and maybe for whatever long time you think for it to get what we have, and then share that with you. And he said maybe 30 days would be good. We tried it. His tequila got a little bit of a different color, a beautiful light brown, and we tried it, and bingo, that was it.
And Tiatula, there's a story
that's
there.
called Tiatula.
There's a story there. We talked about it a little bit on our last visit, but Tiatula is an interesting part of your heart.
It had a lot to do with around that time when Jaime and I decided to change his tequila a little bit. It was the feeling at the time that women became more important. And so it all came together how this tequila was actually showing to the world, and how women would get in, and then how women really would pop up and maybe do something really interesting that men maybe had not thought about. I'm saying this in the nicest way. And so the color of his tequila then became that beautiful, beautiful color. And then we started trying, friends, please try this, please, and it was a great success.
Yeah, and I love it. I think it's a little bit pink, frankly,
Yes,
and I think that's a
it
wonderful, wonderful change for many, many reasons. And now you're on to mezcal.
Yes, and then of course,
Where are you going to stop?
I don't know.
She'll be making gin in the bathtub soon.
What a great idea. I thought if
We'll
we
be the
did,
first to tell you about it on Slow Baja when Tru starts making gin in the bathtub.
it really doesn't sound bad.
A speakeasy.
Exactly, speakeasy.
Back to mezcal.
Yes.
We digress. Please tell me. It's
Mezcal,
coming.
I thought that what we did with Jaime and what we did with the family over there, and then it really took off very well. We're still not selling in the United States. We're waiting for one more signature, but I think it will do well in what United States do. Then we thought it was a little bit too much towards the women, and then we thought we need somebody strong next to that. The men, after all, still must feel like that. Let's do a mezcal, right? And so we went to Oaxaca, Luis and I, and for 1 week. And we tried a lot of mezcals, you can imagine. And we found very interesting people. And of course, it's a very interesting way how they make mezcal and the smoke and the whole thing and the stories that go with it and the stories that you think differently and all these ideas that we chose the best mezcal that we could find. And we're buying it from these lovely people. And we call it Lucifer because... for many reasons.
For me it is. I'll come right back to it. For me it is, for sure. Mara, if you could share with the Slow Baja world a little bit about the names of the wines here and the representation behind them, the spirits. Please, I'd love to just bring that story back out.
Well, the story of the wines goes back when Mrs. Miller came to Valle. There is, in Mexico, we have a Lady of Guadalupe. And we are very, very into that. We believe strongly in the Lady of Guadalupe, and we're very Catholic too. So when she found out that there was a Valle de Guadalupe called after this lady, so she thought that this was the place. So when she started the first 3 labels of wine, because there were 3 of them, in 2000 was the first harvest. She thought that having names of the angels and the archangels after these 3 wines was the best thing to do, because she wanted to honor her late son memory by naming those, because he was very into the Lady of Guadalupe as well. So that's the story behind it. So going back to Lucifer, Lucifer as well is an angel, the fallen angel, but still an angel, and he goes too with this concept of angels. The first 3 wines, there were Miguel, Querubiel, and Gabriel. Then Uriel is a rosé. It's a very beautiful rosé. And Serafiel, Raphael was the last one to us added to the whole collection of angels. And Lucifer finishes and closes it, everything. So that's the story of it.
Beautiful.
And you remember, those are, of course, our top wines. Yes. But then we realized very, very much so that was wonderful and people loved it, but they were expensive. So I thought, wait a minute, we need to think of the young people, we need to think of people that have not that much money, or people that have a lot of money but don't want to put that money into wine. So we thought, oops, so we have the angels, they're our top. Then we started making wines that are named after gardens. And the gardens, and this now are actually more known popular. And more popular than especially through this time. I think it's less expensive. Yes, my garden, and so we came up with the first gardens were maybe the
Jardín Secreto.
Jardín Secreto, which means secret garden, and we have a magical garden. We have a whatever garden. And then with the COVID, I thought we need to make a wine that's still less expensive, because God knows where this world is going, and people should have good wines. So I thought about maybe a Jardín de Tru. My name is Tru, and I thought people believe me, and so they will know that we came up with this wine during these difficult times. This wine, Jardín de Tru, Tru's Garden, has different varietals every year, because this is the wine of the grapes that are kind of left over but fabulous, and we put those together. So in the garden, it's like a regular garden. One day this rose does better, the next day this other plant does better. And so we have a little, I think a little strip around Jardín de Tru, and it says, this is this special wine for this year. Because we don't know that the next year we'll still have a Tru's garden, but it might taste a little bit different because we had more of this grape left over, so we could use that. And people were saying to me, "Oh, we don't know if people will like that." But I think because of the COVID, people are appreciating that we can make a less expensive wine, and that yes, it might just change a little bit from year to year. And life changes a little bit, and what we really have seen. So I thought I could put this all together and people understanding it. And now, of course, it's selling very well.
Yeah, it was a great success.
It's a great success. Right.
Well, I appreciate my great success in being able to come back and see you. It really has been terrific. Claudia, Mara, thank you for joining us on the Slow Baja for a little update on the Valle and Adobe Guadalupe. And Tru, always wonderful. Always wonderful. Thank you for the hospitality. And folks, get down here while you can. Get down here while Tru's still here doing the opening her home and her heart and pouring these beautiful wines and this beautiful tequila. And I can't wait to have a short conversation with Lucifer, just a little taste. Not Mescal and I don't really get along very well, but it's been a delight. So thank you all, and
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. One more time.
Thank you.
www.adobeguadalupe.com. It's on Adobe
And
Guadalupe.
also, we can reach us by phone, 646-155-2094.
And that'll be in the show notes. All right. Thanks, ladies. Beautiful. Did it.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
I feel like an artist.
Have I told you about my friend Tru Miller? You've probably heard the podcast, but let me tell you, her vineyard, Adobe Guadalupe Winery, is spectacular. From the breakfast at her communal table, bookended to an intimate dinner at night, their house-bred Azteca horses, Solomon the horseman, will get you on a ride that'll just change your life. The food, the setting, the pool, it's all spectacular. AdobeGuadalupe.com. For appearing on Slow Baja today, our guests will receive the beautiful Benchmark Map 72-page Baja Road and Recreation Atlas. Do not go to Baja without this, folks. You never know when your GPS is going to crap out, and you're going to want a great map in your lap. Trust me.